Drop the gun! Show me your hands!
Welcome to the Weekly Homicide Report, the weekly program where we talk about all the people that needlessly died at the hands of another person. So let's take a look at this week's graph. Chicago reported 4 homicides last week, something that I haven't seen in the year I've been doing these homicide reports. So either they really had 4 or the website wasn't properly updated. Philly had 10 homicides, the highest weekly total this year there. They're still well behind where they were at this time last year and the last few years. New York had 7 homicides, and as bad as people say New York is right now, this is the largest city in America. 3 times the size of Chicago and 4 to 5 times the size of Philly. So compared to those cities, it's actually doing okay. Baltimore had 4 homicides. DC added 4 homicides as well. They're currently 3 ahead of where they were at this time last year. Columbus, Ohio had 3 homicides and sits at 16 on the year. And Milwaukee had 2 homicides. Last year at this time, they had nearly twice that. So someone or some group that was doing a lot of the killings there is likely dead or in jail, because that's a huge difference. There were 14 mass shootings this week, which is not uncommon, but we are currently way ahead of last year's pace. As of today, there have been 54 mass shootings this year. Last year at the same time, there had been only 35. And it's still winter. And these numbers are way higher than they should be for this time of year. And this is the first week since I started doing this weekly report that no children under the age of 11 were shot and killed. There were, however, 30 kids between the ages of 12 and 17 fatally shot. There were 20 defensive use of a firearm incidents. I didn't cover any of them. I'll have to make up for that this week. There weren't any reported school shootings, but I did cover a school stabbing at Tech Boston. And 1 police officer was shot and killed in the line of duty, Gonzalo Carrasco Jr. 3 officers have been fatally shot in the line of duty this year, 2 in California. And I recently became able to monetize my videos as of last week, and the majority of my videos get this limited tag, which is basically their way of saying, if you're going to cover mass shootings or out on bond murderers or most murders in general, we will not allow you to be rewarded for that. So I'm going to add in other types of videos from time to time that are more to the liking of those in charge, so that I can continue to cover the stuff that I want to cover and not worry about the overlords not liking it. Well, that's all I have for you today, but I'll be back next week with the week 6 numbers. Until then, have a great week, and I'll catch you next week.